The Journey of the Kings and the Feast of Crowns. Part 1. The Star and the Journey. The shepherds have returned to their fields. The angels have gone back into heaven. In Bethlehem, the little family is settling into a quiet rhythm. But hundreds of miles away, in the mysterious lands of the East, perhaps Persia or ancient Babylon, the story is just beginning. Imagine a high tower filled with scrolls and ancient maps. Men in rich robes are staring at the night sky. They are the Magi, astronomers, scholars, wise men. They know the movements of the planets like the backs of their hands. But tonight, they see something that shouldn't be there. A new star. A star that burns with a message. It beckons them to leave their libraries and their comfort, to find a king who will rule not with armies, but with truth. These wise men pack their camels. This is not a short trip. It is a dangerous expedition across deserts and mountains. They travel for weeks, perhaps months, following that strange, brilliant light. Finally, they arrive in Judea. Naturally, they head to the capital, Jerusalem. If a king has been born, surely he is in the palace, right? They knock on the gates of King Herod's palace. The city is buzzing. The wise men ask a question that makes the current king tremble on his throne. Where is the one who has been born King of the Jews? We saw his star when it rose, and have come to worship him. King Herod is a jealous, paranoid man. He doesn't want another king. But he smiles a fake smile. He calls his own priests and asks, "Where does the prophecy say the Messiah will be born?" They unroll the scroll of the prophet Micah. "Bethlehem," they say, "the city of David." Herod turns to the wise men. "Go to Bethlehem, find the child, so I can come and worship him too." The wise men leave the palace, and there it is again, the star. It moves ahead of them, guiding them down the road until it stops right over the place where the child is. The Bible tells us that when they saw the star stop, they were overjoyed. They enter the house. By now, Mary and Joseph have moved from the stable into a humble home. They see the little child with Mary. Now pause and picture this scene. These are powerful, wealthy men from the East. They are used to being bowed to. But here, in a dusty little house, they fall to their knees. They press their foreheads to the floor in front of a toddler. Then they open their treasures. They don't bring toys. They bring gifts fit for a king and a god. Gold, the medal of kings. It acknowledges that this child is royal. Frankincense, a perfume used in the temple. It acknowledges that this child is divine. He is God. Myrrh, a bitter oil used to prepare a body for burial. A strange gift for a baby, but a prophecy that this king was born to die for his people. Having worshipped, they sleep. But God warns them in a dream. Do not go back to Herod. He is a trap. So, quietly, under the cover of night, they slip away to their own country by another route. This moment, the revelation of Jesus to the Gentiles, is called the Epiphany. It means the revealing. Part 2. The Celebration, La Fête des Rois. The Bible story ends with the wise men riding home, but the celebration continues today. In many parts of the world, Christmas isn't over on December 25th. The excitement builds until January 6th, the feast of the Epiphany. In France, this is a beloved tradition that has less to do with church and more to do with family, suspense, and pastry. It is called La Fête des Rois, the Festival of Kings. The centerpiece of this day is a cake called the Galette des Rois. In northern France, it is a glorious golden puff pastry filled with almond cream. In the south, it is often a brioche ring covered in candied fruits, looking like a jeweled crown. But the most important part is invisible. Hidden inside the cake is a tiny charm called la fève. Originally, it was a dried fava bean, but today it is often a small porcelain figurine. It could be a baby Jesus, a shepherd, or even a cartoon character. The ritual is strict and delightful. First, the cake is cut into slices, one for every person at the table, plus one extra called la part du pauvre, the poor man's slice, traditionally saved for an unexpected guest. Second, to prevent cheating, because everyone wants to win, the youngest child at the table must go under the table. The adult cutting the cake asks, "Pour qui celle-là?" For whom is this one? From the darkness under the table, the child calls out a name. "For Grandpa! For Mommy! For me!" Everyone eats carefully. Crunch. Suddenly, someone smiles. They have found the fève. That person is crowned king or queen of the day. They get to wear a golden paper crown, and, according to tradition, they must choose their queen or king to rule by their side. It is a moment of pure joy, bringing the majesty of the biblical kings right into the dining room. France isn't alone in this. In Spain, the Epiphany is huge. It is called El Día de los Reyes. Children leave their shoes out the night before, filled with straw for the camels. In the morning, the straw is gone, replaced by gifts. In Italy, an old woman named La Befana flies on a broomstick in search of the baby Jesus, leaving candy for good children and coal for the naughty ones. So, from the ancient sands of the East to a modern dining table in Paris, the message remains the same. The King has come, and he is worth searching for.